Regular host Olujimi Adekanle. The burning issue today is the recent appointment that the governor of Ondo State made just yesterday. According to the release from the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Jonal Ojogo, he made some appointments, and we are bringing an expert on this platform to discuss this appointment. Is it okay? Is it democratic for a governor to appoint the son who is inexperienced to mount a big portfolio as that of project and monitoring unit? So we are trying to bring on board somebody to discuss this issue. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has nominated his son, Babajide Akeredolu, as the Director General of Performance and Project Implementation Monitoring Unit, PPMIU. Is it normal? Out of all millions of Ondo State people, the father is the governor, the mother is the first lady, and today the son is occupying one of the most strategic and important office in Ondo State. Project Implementation Monitoring Unit. Performance and project implementation. That words are heavy words, are big burden. Performance, project implementation, which means this boy is everywhere in the state, everywhere that project is going on. Be you Osopadek, be you outside Ondo State, as long as Ondo State government is involved, this guy is in charge. To me, I see this position as one of the most powerful positions in Ondo State. He is to oversee all the projects in all the ministry, be it Ministry of Agriculture, be it Ministry of Works, be it Ministry of Housing. This little boy is to oversee the performance of all. I'm still waiting for Comrade Allen Shure, Esquire, an activist, a lawyer, and a media practitioner, to come and throw more light on this issue. If it is okay for the governor to appoint the son into a powerful office of that magnitude, I can assure you that office is more powerful than any commissioner. That office is more powerful than any chief of staff or deputy governor. That office oversees every aspect, anywhere there is project that involves Ondo State. He has to see to the implementation. He has to see to the performance of those projects. And the question comes now that where is the experience this boy has acquired to monitor or to carry all this big responsibility? we are still trying to get across to Comrade Allen Showore Esquire to come here to throw more light on this issue, because it's still a surprise to a lot of people. You know, in fact, if you had made him the chief of staff, it would have been more better. But this one that they made him now is the most powerful after the governor. The next whatever here is Director General. Hold on, I think Sowore is calling me. We have to get across to Sowore right away. Hold on as we bring Sowore on board. I'm trying to get across to Sowore and see if Sowore can come on board. I think Sowore is somewhere on board here. Sowore, good morning. Good morning, Sowore. Can you just go back a little bit so that you can be more visible to my viewers? We want you to go back. I want to go back a little bit. To just go back. Okay. Okay, Sowore. Yeah. As I was saying before, Sowore called in. I'm bringing Sowore on board here for this discussion. I was talking before. I was speaking before his call came in. Sowore is a comrade, a lawyer, an activist, and a media practitioner, a media guru. I'm bringing in Sowore right now. Sowore, please, can you just kindly go to the left a little bit, Sowore? To the left a little bit, so that my audience can see you. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now, okay, I'm bringing on Sowore now on board. Sowore is coming here, streamlining on us to all my viewers across the world. Yeah, good morning from here, Sowore. You are on the platform of Savannah News Television worldwide, and my viewers, I can see my viewers from France, from Germany, from Africa, Nigeria in particular, from South Africa. They are all on board, want to listen to you. Our burning issue this morning. First of all, before I go on, I want to introduce to you again. Here on the studio with me is Comrade Allen Showore Esquire, an activist, a lawyer, and a media practitioner. I'm sure most of you, if you listen to his surname Showore, I'm sure you will know your guess will have been better as mine, that activism runs in that blood of the Showores. Showore, good morning from here. Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, thank you for taking your time to be with us on this platform. You're welcome, my brother. Yeah. Ondo State people and Nigerians woke up and saw some a breaking news from Ondo State. And because you are a major player in that state, you are a native of Ondo State, and you have been a major player in that state, and that makes you an authority discussing the issue of that state. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu just made an appointment. He made an appointment just yesterday, where he appointed his son, Babajide Akeredolu, as the Director General of Performance and Project Implementation Monitoring Unit, PPMIU, in Ondo State, and other commissioners and advisors. I'm sure you have gone through the press release from the Commissioner for Information and Orientation on this issue.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, please. What are you, what as a stakeholder in Ondo State? What is your view about these appointments?
Thank you much, Mr. Jaff. Was late evening yesterday when we saw the press release. We are surprised that after 9 months of waiting, there is almost a replica of the list of commissioner in the last or his first term in office that he just brought up after 9 months. But let me congratulate them. But we're shocked. We're shocked that in spite of his earlier threats, promise, and brag that he could appoint his son as the chief of staff, that he even went ahead to give his son two appointments at the same time. It is two.
Okay.
The difference between these two appointments is DG of performance. That's an office on his own. It's a new office.
Wow.
And the project implementation and
monitoring.
Project implementation in monitoring unit. If you remember, during Agagu, that office was manned by 3 political appointees. 3. One from Central, one from North, and one from South. I still remember Ifeanyi was from South.
Okay.
These are, the office is the life wire of every government because it sets standard, price, the amount of projects, monitoring, implementation, and all of that. So for a young man who just finished service in government house in 2019 to hold 2 political offices at the same time, the government, with due respect, has left no one in doubt in those states that he actually has converted the state to a private empire.
So,
private empire.
So, comrade, I'm sure there must be a criteria for somebody to have to hold an office of that nature, because he's going to monitor, he's going to oversee all the ministries. Am I right? And everywhere that Ondo State has investment. Am I right?
Yes, he's going to set price. He's going to set the price of projects. If the office of project implementation and monitoring unit said the award of 1 kilometer of road is 1 billion, it is 1 billion. So it's the life wire of every government.
Wow.
And like you said, where is he going to get the experience? I told you earlier that this is a man who just finished service in government house. He finished service in government house. In other words, he served as a National Youth Service Corps in government house in 2019.
So there's
he has
no experience, nothing.
Nothing. He finished service inside the government house in 2019. I'm saying it now. And if anybody has a fact to that contrary, he can come up with it. So he has expressed the second office, which is what is ridiculous. The boy is to set a performance indicator, key performance indicator. In other words, he's going to set performance indicator for commissioners who have worked with Agagu, who have worked with Adefarati, who are more experienced, who are old enough to be in that. So he's going to set the key performance indicator from there. In other words, now, people like Femi Agagu, who is the commissioner designate, they will now come with their hands at the back.
Wow.
To give a kind of stewardship. In other words, what are you now? In the mayor in those states, government has gone down to its lowest health sector has collapsed. The educational, which is the legacy of our forefathers, our forebears, has gone into drilling. Students are dropping out because of high institution imposed, high school tuition fee imposed by the father. So, what performance are you talking about? Workers can no longer get their salary as and when due. So already, how can you measure a government that's failed already? How do you measure the latitude of a plane that's crashed? So what are you going to measure? Are you going to measure the level of or the number of students that are dropping out on a daily basis? Are you going to measure the fact that pregnant women can no longer access health sector or free health services or quality health service? Are you going to measure the fact that the Rufus Polytechnic, that lecturer are being home like 9 months salary arrears? Are you going to measure the fact that all the social services that government renders to the people, that they have gone into the drain? So what is it going to measure? So it's ridiculous. But again, this is the height of nepotism. This is high irresponsibility. It's an insult on people of Ondo State. We're about 5 million people in Ondo State. So among all the people who serve as Director General of Campaign, people like Victor Labitan, they are not competent, they are not qualified But again, I'm happy because all the young people who will come on Facebook to abuse, to just cast aspersion on contrary opinion, they are now made to realize that they really don't need to know. As far as they are concerned, as far as the government is concerned, next to nothing, provided you are not his member of his family.
So now, are you saying that the likes of Mr. Femi Agagu, who was a former chief of staff and got a commissioner of education and now a commissioner designate, will come and stand before Babajide to explain the parameters of his ministry?
That is the implication of the appointment. Femi Agagu, Lola Fagbemi, Donald Ojogo,
Yetunde Adeyanju.
They will now come and say, the program we have this program, try our best. Well, Nigeria now. Instead of doing that, and this is where it is dangerous for the state. This is where it is dangerous for the state. Instead of doing that, instead of going to vote for a young person with less experience, what they will do eventually is to wrap envelope.
So the guy has come to acquire wealth, acquire more wealth.
Yeah. So they will now wrap envelope and say, Your Excellency, the junior governor, this is what we have for you. We have a program coming up.
What?
You have to rate us very high.
What?
So that is where the state is at lost. The state is not going to make two, because let's come to look at it. If you are to report to the son of a governor, what do you report? Because already you are intimidated. He has direct access to his father. So whatever he says is correct to his father. It's a sorry case, and it's something that has been condemned by every.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Allen Sowore, you have a lot of friends in Ondo State. You have a lot of friends in APC, and you have a lot of friends who are from your zone. I mean, from the Southern Central District, who are looking forward for appointments, who have worked tirelessly for Akeredolu, who have even insulted people like you and like us, like everybody in the course of this political journey. I don't want to start mentioning names now. I have their list here. How do you feel those your friends will be feeling? Have you called them? Have they called you after this disgraceful appointment?
Yeah, I have made call through to Ondo State, and we have called people, family of these people, to walk around them. We don't want anybody to commit suicide. We don't want anybody to have prayer. They are calling people to start to surround them. There are just two important appointments left in Ondo State, and that is Superlek and Superb. Already we know the people who have been penciled down for this appointment. So it is a sad reality that some of our political jobblers develop high blood pressure. There's no doubt about that. But our hearts are with them at this particular time.
Yeah, comrade.
The level of emotional investment they are put into this, the level of humility they have created for themselves, the level of disenchantment, unfriendly atmosphere. Some will even go over to abuse their uncles, their father because of what they want. And at the end of the day, it turned out that they mean nothing to the government. It's sad.
You just mentioned two key positions. You mentioned the Superb and you mentioned Osupadek. Oh, these two agencies, I'm sure they are still under the DG of project implementation. Am I right?
Let me confess to you. I was with the governor too.
Yeah.
Majority of ministry, agency, and department of Ondo State government, they pay rebates to kickbacks to the governor's son. Either formally or informally, there is a way they pay homage. So, just about a few days ago, the Commissioner for Information issued a press statement.
Yes.
That there was
a plan to blackmail. Yeah.
In that statement, he did say that the forest resources, that the son of the governor is not going to manage the forest resources for selfish interest. In other words, he did not deny that the son of the governor is not in charge of the forest resources now. So what it means is that even the forest resources that has been managed before by Click Connect is now under the son of the governor. So everything, all the sensitive, all the sensitive and juicy ministries, departments, and resources of the state, where you talk about bitumen, when it is time for bitumen prospecting, they will say the boy. Sometimes you are even confused. Sometimes they say the boy is engineer, it's an engineer. Sometimes they will say it's a geologist. When it is time for bitumen exploration, they say it's an expert. Where you have people who are highly educated, where you have people who are experts in various fields, they now reduce those things to a family business. Mr. Dial, so this morning I feel like crying. That where did we get it wrong? Who caused African bad leaders? Who could have believed? Who could have believed that Akinwumi of all people, the man who is educated, people have had high hope on him, that is the lawyer, is senior advocate of Nigeria, will turn on those suddenly to a family empire. The other time from Otumba, the wife was collecting money on behalf of a woman that has cancer.
Yeah.
He never treated the woman died.
Yeah.
So everything must, where is it going to take all these resources to? Where is it? The Bible says the foolish man gather well without who will spend it. What is it going to do with all this wealth that is interested in cornering, all this wealth that he doesn't want to have to himself alone?
You see, you just mentioned the first lady. I'm very sure you're in Abuja right now. You have been staying in Abuja for a while. There was news that broke up this issue of award, the Phantom Award in Abuja. And Savannah News Television learned that about they moved all the machinery, all the working machinery in those states to Abuja. The commissioners, the advisors, the other political appointees, those aspirants, they moved to Abuja. And I learned they just went there, and I learned that award was even a phantom award. Are you aware of that award, Comrade Allen?
Mr. Ajao, we have run out of counting the number of awards. For those days, they call the woman Ada Kubana. Splashes our resources.
No, come again. What do they call her?
Ada Kubana.
Oh, so it's not Cubana. Ada Cubana of Ondo State.
Before the government become, before his husband become the governor, how many awards did she get? You know, a lot of people don't know. When the governor moves from the state outside the state, when the governor moves, that is convoy. Is 6 million naira from the cover of the
6 million naira.
So yes, so when you see the itinerary of government, the entire itinerary of government move out of the state to attend the ceremony, is the state resources, the collective resources of the people that have been wasted. So when you now have such award in places like Owerri or like Onitsha or like in Abuja, where hotel is, commissioner, all of them, the state government have to pay for hotel meal, they have to pay for transportation, driver collect like 5,000 naira, the police officer, the itinerary of police officer, all of that. By the time you calculate each award, the state will be losing like 50 million naira.
Wow.
Formally or informally. Yes, because if you are looking for appointment and the wife of the governor has just been given an award, you want to somehow pay homage. This money, none of the politicians has a cocoa farm. This money belongs to all of us. So somewhere, contract is inflated, and they took part of the money to go and pay homage.
Wow.
They took part of the to do advert on the pages of newspaper, to do congratulatory messages. These are our money that should have gone to the health sector, the education sector, for maintenance of roads, implementation of capital projects. So the government is completely delayed. It's sad, and that's why sometimes when some people who have been to government, everything that is quality, the student, even majority of students who supported Akeredolu in the second time, they are now regretting because they are out of school. How many people can afford 2.4 million naira as tuition fee in the state-owned medical university? How many? Is it not in Obodo where parents are peasant farmers, where they are traders? So the truth now is getting done on the people who elected him that it was a grievous mistake.
But Comrade Allen Sowore, he mentioned even during the campaign, Akeredolu, they asked him this question about the tuition fee, and he mentioned, and he said it point blank that the tuition fee cannot and never be reduced. And the people of Ondo State had him. They still went ahead. What do you have to say about it? Are you for me? I'm not pitying them because he has told them from ab initio that the tuition fee is unreversible.
Yes, thank you. When you say the people of Ondo State, how many people out of their own pollution voted for him? If you make people who ask people are there's no free and fair, there was no free and fair election, but that is, so you can't blame the people. The election that was highly monetized, you give people as high as 10,000 naira, you give KBC mandate that they have to deliver their territory, you give paid drivers union, harass innocent voters, there was killing and all of that. So you can't blame it. Sometimes they rig the people to get the result. You know, before in Nigeria, the politician rigged the election. In 2003, election were rigged. But as from 2007, politicians in Nigeria now rigged the market.
Yeah, thank you. Comrade, you just mentioned giving an appointment and whatever. This one took us to, I think we should have our values. I'm just going through the appointments here, and I saw that the former president of Nigerian Medical Association in Nigeria, NMA, that is a friend of mine anyway, Dr. Francis Adedayo Faduyule, who this same governor went and insulted the father, who is the Abodi in Ikoya. This same governor went and insulted the father, and this same son, who was then the president of Nigerian Medical Association of the whole country, now he has been penciled as a special advisor. How do you see that? Is that a promotion or something? Because I see that to be the president of Nigerian Medical Association in Nigeria is a huge portfolio. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, it is not everybody that has dignity. Sometimes I read what you post on Facebook sometimes. It is hilarious sometimes, but it makes a lot of sense. There are people who will be comfortable being emotionally affected and to take up all these useless government appointments. There are people, I was with the governor, and I was able to maintain my integrity. My head was high because I knew that if it means that I'll go back to the dredging and start to struggle. And for me to be totally for illegal well, I said no, I was not going to do it. And you cannot intimidate me with appointment.
Yeah.
I cannot be cowed. So we said that no, this are the things that we saw when we left. We knew that Governor Akeredolu was planning to turn Ondo State to a private empire. He's a man who does not know the difference between public office and private property. He takes the state as close to his heart as if it's his chamber. So, and governance is for those who have large heart. So these are things we saw. So now coming back to your question, some people will take this government appointment even at the detriment of their image, at the detriment of their integrity, if they have any at all. For instance, look at the list of the commissioners. If I were a commissioner on that list, and the government appointed his son as a DG of performance, instead of me to be reporting to the son of the governor, I am appointed by the father, I would be So you have a commissioner who is appointed by the father, but they will now report to the son. So not a particular doctor that will mention alone. It's about everybody on that list to come and say, look, I cannot be appointed by the father and report to the son, which is the situation in those days. Even the majority of those people you see on that appointment is got the appointment either through the wife or the son. But that's the kind of government we have in those states because man who is at the very helm of our dad, he knows his weakness. He knows his weakness. So he just trying to make up.
Well, we can see we are still waiting for them. They may still resign. Most of them were still waiting for the likes of Femi Agagu, the like of Lola Fagbemi, who was commissioner before, the likes of what's the name, Yetunde Adeyanju, that have been serving with Mimiko, and she's still coming again. We want to see whether these people we put their foot to the dogs. Maybe we are still watching where these people will decide to bring their, how do I put it, to come and fold their hands behind their back, to stay in front of their own, a boy who is not up to their son, a boy that has no experience. We are still watching. But meanwhile, Comrade Allen Showore, all this appointment is subject to ratification by the State Assembly. Are you envisaging any hindrances? Maybe they will say, no, Mr. Governor, your son cannot be the DG. You cannot be a governor and your son be DG. What are you looking at? Are you seeing any contra view from the State Assembly led by Ologun?
Thank you for saying that. The Ondo State House of Assembly, led by Ologun, is nothing but a rubber stamp. Meanwhile, it is only commissioner designate or the commissioner nominee that will pass through the House of Assembly. But even if all of the appointees or the designate have to pass through the assembly, although Ologun led State Assembly will just give express approval. You have just gone to develop another moribund institution of government in Ondo State. The Speaker, in this term, Ondo State is the worst, and my prayer is that this will never happen to us again in Ondo State.
Amen.
Have you seen Ologun uphold anything? Have you seen him uphold any sanctity? Have you seen him even express himself like boldly in any press interview? Have you seen him preside over a rigorous debate in the State House of Assembly? He's a rubber stamp. Whatever goes. May Ologun never happen to us.
Amen. Amen.
That one is not going there.
Okay, comrade.
This one which is what I want to mention. It's an impeachable offense. At every point, we have had a vibrant House of Assembly because there is a betrayal of public trust. We believe, in the governor. It's our collective trust that all this for us, be the governor of Ondo State, preside over our resources, not to come around and turn around to now make it like a family business. You appoint your son as a DG performer. What an insult! It's an impeachable offense. It's nepotic. It's devilish. It's wicked. It's a surreptitious way of accepting failure. So that means without the son, you cannot preside over the state resources. That means he has no trust. He has no faith in any other person apart from his family. So it's a betrayal of trust, nepotic, so it's an impeachable offense. It does not conform with the spirit and letter of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So now we have the wife, the mother of Babajide, who most people in Ondo State refers to as the vice governor. In all this scenario, where we have Babajide, we have the mother and we have the father. The father is the governor, the mother, according to them, is the first lady, and now we are having Babajide as a DG. So now we are having two DG. One is a director general, and one is a deputy governor. Where is the deputy governor today in all this scenario, comrade?
After Agola, Alfred Ajayi left as the deputy governor of Ondo State. The office of the deputy governor has been kept function and appointment. Even his vehicles are not completed. There are number of SSS security details. There are number of vehicles that he should have. There are number of appointees that he should have that will make him function. For instance, those things we used to have office of the deputy governor. We used to have deputy chief of staff. We used to have deputy chief press secretary. We used to have SA to the deputy governor on political matters. We used to have SA to the deputy governor on special duties. We used to have all those scenario of appointment to enable the office of deputy governor function very well. And the cover of the deputy governor has about 7 vehicles. The pilot, the press bus, then the vehicle for the deputy governor, then the spare vehicle. You now have the detail which is security before you now have escort. I have seen the cover of the deputy governor quite some number of times. It's just 4 vehicles. So as we speak now, the office of the deputy governor in Ondo State is inchoate. It's not complete. So how do you expect that man to perform? In fact, I empathize with him how he's able to cope with all of this. I'm not seeing him in any critical government assignment. During the last regime, you see Agbola conducting swearing. You see him presiding over ESCO. You see in Abuja, representing the governor in the governor's forum, sometimes the National Economic Council. I've not seen Lucky that you were in Abuja since gave them to governor, except for ceremony, maybe the burial of somebody's grandfather, or the wedding of somebody's daughter. So I empathize with him, and that is part of the challenge of our constitution, because the office of the governor exists at the mercy of the governor. But the constitution presumes that the governor will have a large hand, because every role that the governor can perform, the governor can perform. That is the provision. So we can only empathize with the deputy governor, because even I'm very sure within him, he will not be a happy person as we speak now.
But I think I've seen some of his images everywhere on social media. They call him Swagalicious deputy governor, where he was wearing short knicker with abada whatever and gallivanting. You see, the guy is enjoying that office.
That is the evidence. When you are elected into position of responsibility and you are not given that responsibility, you become a social criminal. All the matter of killing will make you happy. So it's not going to decide, it's not going to find like Ramsinua. Because for me, it's not happy. You cannot blame him. Can't be the person.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Comrade Allen Showore, for your time this morning in trashing all these issues about concerning the overzealousness of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu in Ondo State. Allen Showore, thank you very much. How is Abuja today? How is the weather in Abuja today, Allen Showore?
The weather is good.
Okay.
The weather is good. But I will tell you that today, by this singular appointment of Akeredolu's son as a DP in Ondo State, and the focal point in Nigeria, everybody is talking about Ondo State.
Yes.
And the grit of the first family. That is what is the dominant in Abuja today.
Yeah, the parting words from you now, Comrade Allen Showore. Your parting words as because I know you have a lot of friends in Ondo State. What is your parting words for those your friends that have worked tirelessly for Akeredolu, and what is your parting words for them now? I mean, what do you have to say?
My parting words is simple. They should accept my condolences. Because they are mourning now. They are looking their wound in the secret. They should accept my condolences, because we warned them. We told them that a deep pot is about to be crowned in Ondo State. and they walk towards it. So when you ride on the back of a lion, you may end up in his bowl. But let me add that I want to urge spiritual leader, traditional leader, all opinion leader in Ondo State, and all well-meaning Nigeria to condemn this. We cannot fold our arms and watch why things go wrong. It's not the best. How does it affect me? It's qualified. Biko did it. When Biko was governor, his younger brother that became the vice chancellor was already, he rose through the ladder. He was HOD, Department of Political Science. He became Dean Faculty of Social Science and Social and Management Sciences. He became Deputy Vice Chancellor during Professor Akeredolu VCship. So it's not the same. Without Mimiko, Professor Mimiko would have become the vice chancellor.
Yes.
The man was
no, even Professor Mimiko contested for that position during Agagu. You remember? He contested for to be a vice chancellor during Agagu.
So it was a position that he was qualified to hold. But making a core member, somebody who just finished youth service,
it's sad.
DPG of project implementation and monitoring unit of a whole state.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad. Yeah. It's sad. Thank you, Comrade Alex Owore. Thank you for having you on this platform, and we wish you the best. And we'll continue to analyze this issue as time goes on. I hope you still have time for Savannah News Television when the need arises. Thank you very much. Yeah, gentlemen and ladies, you have just heard from the comrade Alex Owore Esquire, a lawyer, activist, and a media practitioner, about about the appointment that was made by the governor Rotimi Akeredolu-led administration in Ondo State, where he appointed his son as the Director General Performance Project Implementation Monitoring Unit. And you have heard from Alan Showore where he analyzed the whole thing, which means that all the commissioners, all the political appointees in the state, they will be reporting to the son of the governor in that state. And this is the boy that just finished service in 2019. He served his NYC in 2019, and today he's holding the highest office in that land after the governor, because everybody, either you're a commissioner, you're an advisor, you are heading any agency, you have to report to this boy. He has to approve whatever. He is to monitor you, monitor your projects, how you implement it. So he set the price, he set everything. So in fact, I think Governor Akeredolu hit on those people where they are not even expecting. People are thinking maybe we appoint him as the chief of staff, but now he has appointed this man to a position that is more than the chief of staff in Ondo State. It's unfortunate, and as Alex Owore said, comrade, he said he sympathized with those people that were waiting for appointment. So also we in Savannah News Television, we are sympathizing with all of you. We know you. When we are telling you, you refuse to listen to us. And just last week, they debunked this news that it was a blackmail to blackmail the son that he has taken over the economic resources. But here we are today. The economic resources of the state is in the hands of Babajide Akeredolu. It's in his hands. He dictates everything in the state. Invariably, the father has just carried the economic platform and handed it over to the son, while the mother is one side ruling the state. So now we now have a state being governed by the father, by the mother, and by the son officially. Officially, the father is the governor. Officially, the mother is the first lady of Ondo State. Officially, the son is the director general of projects in Ondo State. According to Comrade Alex Owore, he said he's having that position is two key positions. So the boy is handling two key positions: project monitoring and implementation. So all the ministries, they report to him. It's unfortunate. Agagu never did this. Adefarati never did this. Mimiko never did this. Or even Olemiluwa never did this. We never heard about their children in governance. Not until we have this man, Rotimi Akeredolu. I think now we are leaving this thing at the judgment of Ondo State people. Both his followers and both those that don't follow him. We have placed all this at your doorstep. Come and judge it for yourself. Whether it is right, what Akeredolu have done, but to us in Savannah News, it's a slap to all Ondo State indigents across the world. Which means he has seen Akeredolu has nobody in Ondo State that he felt he can trust with the projects, with the economic platform of Ondo State, other than the son and the wife in that state. It's unfortunate. Good morning from here, Savannah News Television. I remain your host, Olujimi Adekale.